Hello, everyone. Hello. So, this message is for someone who is going through a major transition in their life. And the reason why I say that is when I pulled, I got the moon reverse. So, when the moon is reversed, it's usually referring to inner turmoil, like a confusion that you're going through, just a not knowing, not having full clarity around a certain situation. And you may be in the process of releasing certain fears that you might have in regards to a certain situation. There could be some pent up emotions around this situation, whatever it might be for you in particular. So, there may have been a lack of hope, being hopeless or um, not having faith that it will turn out the way that you hope or the way that you envisioned for yourself. And this fear might be coming from a past situation where you may have did something with all faith that it would turn out all right, and then it didn't go well. You failed. You had to, go back home, or something happened where you failed, and uh, the feeling is that you're back at that same point, but you're at a higher level, and it's Spirit is telling you to take the risk just like you did before. And just because you failed before doesn't mean you're going to fail now. A Spirit is saying that you learned the lessons that you were supposed to learn from that failure. And because you did that, you're going to succeed this time around. You learn everything you needed to know to make the best decision this time around. There were certain things that you did the first time that if you look back on it, you realize, okay, I shouldn't have did that. I should have did it this way. So that's what Spirit is reminding you, and using me to remind you that just because you failed one time does not mean you will always fail at it. It just means that you got to make some adjustments in order to be successful the next turn. So, there's a lot of fear about this risk. It's a lot of fear about moving in this particular direction because you don't have or you don't feel that you have the same support system that you've had in the past. You may have had just always had people around you always doing things to help you out and to make sure that you did well. And it's a feeling that it's slow progression, right? This time around, it's a lot slower. You don't have the full length of support that you had in the past. And that's mainly because you were an amateur. So when you are just learning to do something, or when you are a novice at something, you're always going to have those people around who are going to notice this and going to give you the support and going to give you the help that they know that you need, because you don't know what you're doing, right? And they acknowledge that and they're more willing to help. But once you reach a certain mastery level, a certain skill level, you're going to get less help and support because more people are looking up to you now. So they're looking at you like, well, you should know how to do this or whatever. Not realizing that at every level, there's certain things that we just don't know and we're unaware of. And we need a mentor, we need help, we need support. So definitely ask for support if you feel led to, but just recognize that this particular time, for this particular moment, you're not going to have the full support that you had in the past. So that safety net that you had in the past, that lifeline that you had in the past, is not going to be there this time around. Especially with this page of Pentacles reverse and the Nine of Pentacles reverse and then the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So you have all of this that you used to have in the past. You don't have it anymore. You don't have that support anymore. You really are going to have to do this all on your own. We don't do anything all on our own. There's always other, reservoir of help, and enough support, right? So nothing is done purely on your own, but there is this feeling that you really are going to have to do this on your own. You don't have the same support that you had in the past. You're going to have to be an adult and do this on your own. It's the type of energy. It's also a master, like, you're proving to yourself that you have mastered this portion of your life, this test, this situation. Spirit already affirms it and wants you to know it, but when you go through this situation, once you finally take that risk and release the fear that you have, and you finally go through it, then that's when you know, and you will see, and you will affirm in yourself that you are truly an expert at whatever this is, that you have truly mastered the skills needed to say that you are no longer a novice, you are no longer a beginner, you are no longer an amateur at whatever this is, that you have the strength and you have the resolve to be successful and to make it on your own, to strike out on your own and to make it. That you can depend on yourself, that you are a dependable person. So, in order to prove that you are a dependable person to other people, you have to prove it first to yourself, that you can depend on yourself to do things that you might be afraid to do, and there might be a fear of a failure. And so that's okay. All right, the training wheels, they're coming off. So whether you like it or not, the training wheels are coming off, and it's time to just get into that mode of really stepping into your power and stepping into um, calling yourself what you are. You are a master, you are an expert, you are highly skilled. Okay. For the obstacles that you should be aware of during this time, during this transition, that Spirit really wants you to be aware of, so that you can prepare yourself for it, and succeed and get through them with ease because you're aware. You have the Hangman upright, and then you also have the Death card upright as well. So with these two coming out, it gave me the feeling that there will be people who are going to try to change your mind, trying to change your perspective on a situation, on whatever risk that you're planning on taking, on whatever direction that you're planning on going into. They are really going to try to put doubt in your mind. They are essentially dream killers in a way. Not in a way, they are. They're going to hear your dream, and they're going to try to just annihilate it and make you doubt it, make you feel like that's not the right way to go. And they're really going to try to distract you off of your path. So be aware of this, and make sure that you keep your ideas to yourself. Only reveal your ideas or ask for from other people for feedback from people that you know are not in competition with you, or who may have resentment or jealousy towards you. And it could be the people who really do care about you and love you, but maybe in this particular point, in this particular season, they are not in a space to give you the support, love, and just like, yeah, go for it, because they have a certain amount of jealousy that they are dealing with. It's not you, it's not your fault. And it's not to say that you need to completely cut them off, and no longer, you will know who you need to cut out of your life. But these particular people who I'm talking about, who are going to try to persuade you not to go, it's because they really enjoy you. They enjoy your presence in their life, and they want to kind of keep you there because they gain so much and they benefit so much from you being around, which is fine if it wasn't taking you off of your purpose, your path of purpose, right? If it was a season, you were only supposed to give them that for a season. Now it's time for you to move on to somewhere else, so that you can give other people that type of energy, that type of wisdom, to give them the skills and the gifts that you have, that you were given to share with the world. You cannot share it in one space. Even with the internet and with all that, you really do need to get out and move. Also, please, with this Knight of Cups reverse, be aware of people coming in with offers that may be too good to be true. Also, with love offers, they will be coming in to love bomb you. And also, a lot of them will smell that money coming for you. Okay, they smell the success and the money and the wealth and all the abundance that's coming your way, especially once you take that risk. And since they smell it, they're coming for you. So be aware of this. It's not to make you feel paranoid or anything like that. It's more so of know where you're at, know your position, and know what you will be attracting in that time, in that space, in that moment. It's not a forever thing. You won't be always attracting these types of energies, especially once you get settled and stable and established wherever you're supposed to be. But be aware that they are going to be coming during this season. So block them out. Try to avoid accepting dates or love offers at all during this time. Really be focused in on your work and what you're supposed to be pursuing during this time. It's not a good time for that. Also, just period, any type of contracts, any type of contracts or anything like that, just be wary of it. Make sure you read it 10 times over to make sure that it is not, once again, too good to be true, or there's some hidden things in there that's going to try to keep you bound or use you basically to make a penny off of you. We don't want that. We want to receive as much as we give, and know our worth, and know that you can't just give me anything. Okay, I know what I'm worth, and I know what I should be paid. I know what I should be given. I know how I should be treated, and therefore make sure that you charge extra. So any advice? Because you know that people are going to be coming in trying to stop you, stagnate your inner and outer transformations, and they're also going to try, because they feel uncomfortable with who you are becoming, and they also feel uncomfortable with your leveling up. So they are going to try to definitely put seeds of doubt into you. So what are some positive affirmations, things to think about, things to dwell upon, things to say to self during this time to make sure that you can overcome and stop that type of energy from attaching itself to you? Let's give me some positive affirmations. I release time. Let the universe tell me what to do. I release time. Let the universe tell me what to do. So definitely going with the flow, definitely paying attention and listening to your inner guidance during this time. I know you may feel confused during this time. You might have a lot of confusion, but if you release the need to know specific information, then you will get the whole picture. You will receive and see the whole picture. You're paying a little bit too much attention to the little details of a relationship or of how a particular person feels, or you're paying too much attention to other people's opinions about your life and what you're supposed to be doing. Release that. All right, be guided by your own self. I believe I deserve to feel good. So remember, always say to yourself, you deserve all these good things that are coming to you. You deserve to have pleasure and experience love in life, and releasing those feelings that you don't deserve will do you better, will do you good. Okay, remember, you deserve it all. You deserve happiness. I can do less and attract more. So spirit is definitely telling you to stop worrying, stop stressing, and stop overworking and overextending yourself to reach a certain goal. Sometimes there are moments where we need to be in the mode and the seat of reception, to receive. And if you're receiving, you cannot be forcing your way through, right? You don't have to force this. This is a part of your destiny. It will flow so effortlessly. Allow it to flow. Once I choose to see the light in dark corners, I turn my power toward what I want. So always stay in the positive mindset, okay? Always stay in the positive mindset. No matter how dark things get, there's always light to be had. And finally, one last card for you, my dear, to give you some final words of advice. As you push forward into this new beginning that you are having, congratulations. I'm going to go to the Southern Gothic Oracle just to get a card of advice for you during this time. Number 32. As together it's a 5. A lot of great changes coming your way. The Psalm book. Rejoicing in faith. You see that faith? It's time to have faith. Faith in what you are doing. You're going to have to leave some people behind, but you have to do this for self. Remember that. Psalm book, Rejoicing Faith, number 32. Mystical thinking is pervasive in the Bible. In the Psalms in particular are synonyms with prayer and faith healing. Early Southerners were very well versed in biblical teachings, and whether they acknowledged it or not, they were often overlaying Christian dogma with inherited ancient methods of faith traditions from their various ancestral cultures. Psalms, then, naturally found their way into a wide variety of rituals and holiday celebrations in the form of spells and songs and poetry. The Psalms contain 5 types of sacred poetry: praise, wisdom, worship, thanksgiving, and lamentations. Lamentations are sorrows that we offer up to the divine, and the verse of wisdom enlighten the reader to the divine secrets of the universe. Which of these impulses appeal to you in your reading of the card? Are you offering up a song of thanks or seeking guidance? So I feel that you need to do both. It's always good to do both. First, offer up all the praise, the worship, the love, the thanks, the gratitude to the divine, to the universe, to God, who, whatever you want to call the energy of source, being thankful and happy and filled with gratitude, and then taking that energy and then going to source 717 on the clock to say, I need guidance. I know you are the energy to go to, and I know you will give me the clarity and the answers that I seek, and therefore I'm here. And why I'm offering up all this praise is because you deserve it, because you've been so good to me and making sure that I'm always guided. It's a energy to go into it with. So that's possibly some advice. Go to Psalms. No matter if you're a Christian or not, it really doesn't matter. You can go to Psalms, just flip it open or something, and find a verse that you can read that will help you to receive guidance. What I like to do is I like to get a verse, write it down, read it before I go to bed, and hold that energy with me to say, Lord, work on me while I'm sleeping. I receive a lot of messages while I sleep. That might be the same with you, with dreams and different things like that. And just ask for guidance. Ask for, show me the way. All right. So with that being said, I conclude that reading. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Till then,